Hi there, and welcome to the show. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to finally be here. Let's jump right in. So, today's episode is all about taking action, even when it's messy, it's imperfect, or downright scary. And I know, the perfectionists out there are already squirming, but stick with me because this is going to change how you see all of your goals, your dreams, and maybe even yourself. So let's get going. I'm going to ask you, are you living in the perfectionist fantasy of one day? You know, that magical time in the near future, supposedly, when everything's going to be perfect and you're finally going to be ready? Or are you going to make today day one? The messy, imperfect, let's just see what happens to start your dream life? Well, spoiler alert, messy action is always better than waiting for perfection. So let's go. I want to tell you about a recent time where I am battling with my own perfectionism, and that throws us back to December of 2023. I had this dream, this goal, if you will, that I thought about constantly. And I kind of had been telling myself, I'll start in the new year. Oh, I'll start when I have more time. Oh, I'll start when I'm more experienced, when I have the right equipment, when I feel more confident. Yeah. Well, sound familiar? Fast forward to over a full year later, and guess what? I'm still in the exact same spot. I was still in the exact same spot. The dream didn't disappear. It just stayed that, a dream. And why? Because I was stuck in one-day mode. I was waiting for these perfect conditions that were just never gonna come realistically. So, over the summer, I kind of got fed up with my own excuses, and I decided, well, let me just, start one step at a time, and I'll get the recording equipment. And I got it, and I was so excited, and I was feeling so motivated, and then it sat there in my closet for another 5 months. And then, after months and months and months of just working on my own thoughts and coaching myself and going to therapy, I can finally say, in November, aka like 2 months ago, I wrote out my first ever rough draft. And here we are, finally. Now, I know, that was a lot, but that's just me. The best mentality I think I gained was the let's just start. Let's just do it. Messy, awkward, not knowing what I'm doing, but let's just start. And you know what? It was not perfect at all, but it was progress. And I can tell you that progress feels a hell of a lot better than just standing still and doing nothing. Now, here's the thing. Day one does not look glamorous. It's not supposed to. Day one looks like putting on a, few-year-old workout clothes that you just don't love, but going to the gym anyways. It looks like hitting record on your phone because you don't have that fancy studio equipment yet. And it looks like sending out that email that you've kind of just been sitting on for the last week, even though you're terrified no one's going to respond or you're not going to get the reaction you want. Messy action teaches you something that perfection never will, and that is how to grow through doing. I mean, you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to show up. Day one is where the magic starts, the messy, the cringy, the figuring it all out type of magic. And I'm going to break it down even further for you. So waiting for the perfect moment is just fear in your mind wearing a pretty disguise. Okay, it's fear whispering, it's not perfect, it's not worth doing it, it's not going to be the best. But here's the thing, listen. The truth is that progress beats perfection every single time. Messy action builds momentum. Once you start, it's easier to keep it going, and then you do it for a week, and that week turns into 2 weeks, and 2 weeks turns into 3, and then you're at 21 days, and it takes 21 days to form a habit. Did you know that? And it takes 90 days consecutively to create a lifestyle change. So that's changing your entire life, the entire trajectory of your life in a month to 3 months. I think that's worth a try. Messy action gives you clarity. You can't fix or improve on something that doesn't exist, that hasn't been created yet. Messy action helps you figure out what works, what doesn't, what you like, what you don't, and it's going to help you boost your confidence. Every little step reminds you that you are more than capable. I mean, just think about the people that you admire. Did they wake up one day and magically were perfect at exactly what they were doing? No. They probably have a string of messy beginnings behind them, but they taught them what they needed to succeed. All right, so how do we make today day one? Let's get practical with it. Pick one thing. Stop overwhelming yourself with 1,000,002 goals because it's just not realistic. What is one thing that you can start today, even if it's small? So what? Go live for 5 minutes. Record a 30-second video, give yourself 5 minutes to edit it, and post it. What about even just doing a 1-minute meditation, to regulate your nervous system? Literally anything you want to create a habit of. Another thing is lowering the bar. I know, I said it. What do you mean lower the bar? Lower the bar. Just trust me and listen. Start smaller. Start smaller than you think you should. Because it's all about momentum. It's not about mastery. Not yet, at least. A little funny story, my mom, she would always ask me, hey, Lily, how do you eat an elephant? And for the longest time, I would say, I don't know. Or as I got older, I'd say, Mom, that's animal cruelty. I don't want to know. And so she'd say, oh, well, hypothetically. And I'd be like, I don't know. I'd probably start at like the tail. And she'd stop me and say, when you break it down, it's literally bite by bite. And I don't know, but for some reason, that just makes it feel so much more attainable and doable for me. So lower the bar and remove your perfectionist fantasies. You have to embrace the mess, the messy emails or wobbly workouts or awkward first tries, because it's all a part of the process. And another thing, I don't care how small it is, celebrate it. You took action. That is worth hyping yourself up over. And remember, like I said, every expert was once a beginner. The only difference between them and you is that they chose messy action over waiting for perfection. So, after my spiel, are you ready to make today day one? I'm cheering you on so hard because I know you can do it, because I did it. And you don't have to have all the answers. You don't need the perfect conditions, and you sure as hell don't need anyone's permission to start. And honestly, I wish I would have started sooner, but hey, I'm just grateful I started at all. Now, here's your homework if you want it. Pick that one thing and just begin. Let it be messy, let it be imperfect, but let it be yours. So if you've been asking the universe for a sign, if you've been saying, I need something to push me in that direction, this is it. It's me. I'm here. Hi, hello. This is it. This is your sign. Do it. Start it. It's time. Go chase your dreams today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me on today's episode. I'm so excited to hear what you guys think. And if this episode lit up a little fire in you, please share it with someone who you think might need it. And remember, you are braver, stronger, and much more capable than you think. So go take that messy action. You've got this. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today on the For Creators podcast. If this episode sparked something in you or gave you that little nudge to finally take some messy action, can I ask you for a quick favor? Hit that follow button and tap the bell icon so that you never miss an upload. Seriously, it's the easiest way to stay connected and keep this momentum going. And if you're feeling extra generous, leave a quick rating or a review. I know it might seem small, but it means everything to me as a creator, and it's going to help this podcast reach even more amazing people like you. And hey, I'd love to hear your stories about your day one perfectionist fantasies too. Share them with me on socials, tag me in your post, or send me a message. I'm here to cheer you on every step of the way. Remember, your dreams deserve your action, messy or not, and I'm rooting for you always. So let's do this.